Psychic Sam, Volume 1. This is Mark Millar and John Romita Jr. This is a Kickstarter that I did back, and I received that last night. And I actually did get the signed version. Now, the way that worked was it's basically like a book plate. It's kind of like a sticker. So John and Mark signed this sticker, and the idea is that you can peel this off, and then you can kind of like put this where you want in here as a sticker. But I'm probably just going to actually leave it like this and just put it in a little top loader, and I can keep that to the side. We're going to use my space system, of course, to review this. Every category, the best score you can get is a 2 in any category. We're going to start off with the storyline of Psychic Sam. We're going to give that a 2. Great story here. There wasn't much doubt. Mark Millar's usually pretty good. I'm not always aligned with his books. Like, I really like the Nemesis series, for example. But then I do like the Superman Red Sun. That was kind of neat. But then I wasn't really a fan of Wanted. There's a couple of other ones. Kick-Ass I thought was just okay for me. I know people really like that one. This one, though, I really enjoyed a lot. I thought it was really cool. Like this guy here looks kind of almost like a Punisher. This is one of these guy can foresee the future. So think of like True Calling, that show. There's that show True Calling, which is sort of like Dead Zone. If you think of Stephen King's Dead Zone, and Christopher Walken was in the Cronenberg film, you got this sort of premonition. He has a 24-hour window. He can see a murder. He knows who the murderer is. He can see the victim, but he actually gets the name and details of the murderer. So then he takes it upon himself to sort of become a vigilante. I'm not going to spoil too much of this. I don't know who picked it up and who didn't. And I don't know if it's going to be available anywhere other than the Kickstarter thing, but highly recommend grabbing it. The story is great. Pacing, I'm going to give that a 1.5 out of a 2. Pacing is tough for me. I always want more action. So a 1.5 means that I was not bored. I was excited. It moved at a very, very good pace. Could have been just slightly quicker and maybe a couple of more things happening, maybe a little bit more, but really damn good pacing. So really enjoyed the pacing on this one. The art, going to give the art a 1.5. The only reason I'm not giving it a 2 is that it is still a bit panely. I'll show you some parts where here you can see Sam has attacked these guys. It's still, I always like that kind of manga 90s hybrid where they would have like, guys like jumping out of other panels, and that art always makes it more exciting to me. So you'll notice that sometimes when I review like a Spawn comic or something by like Jim Lee or Rob Liefeld or one of those 90s image guys, I always give it like a 2 out of 2. It's like, to me, it always seems a bit more cool that way. But yeah, nothing wrong with the art here. It looks really good. Everything's nice. Good quality paper, pages. I don't know if you guys care about that. I usually don't comment, but just because I was feeling it, really good. So that's the art for a 1.5 out of the 2. I'm going to give the characters a 1.5 out of 2 as well. Though I am close to giving it a 2, but I'm going to stick with 1.5. Sam himself is absolutely great, spot on, great character. Definitely we're going to get volume 2 of this to continue his story. It's absolutely awesome. So that's out of the way. There is a villain in this, and the villain, there's a few villains, and they're bastards. So Mark Millar really excels in making you hate the villains and you want to see them get what's coming. Sam delivers on that, so great. His girlfriend, she's okay. I'm not like super dying over her, so we're going to give the 1.5 out of the 2 for that one. We're going to end it off with the enjoyment factor. The enjoyment factor of this is a 2. Absolutely love this. Very happy with my purchase that I grabbed this. I'm glad I got the signed stuff. I don't think does Mark Millar even do cons? At least not in Canada. So I'm in Canada, so these guys don't show up too often for this kind of thing. So we're not going to spoil the whole story. There's some twists in here that are very good. So overall, it's an 8.5 out of 10. Highly recommend this. You could probably just give it a 9 out of 10 if you want, and just say it's a 9 out of 10. I'm really excited about it. I think it's damn good. And there's enough drama and enough twists that it really makes you want to see issue 2. This ends on it ends in a perfect way, but not in a kind of a cheap way. Like there is a complete story in here in regards to what was set up in the very beginning. No spoilers. There's a certain crime set up in the very beginning. It's all paid off and cleared up by the end. However, they've left it open. And there is a stinger at the very end. You're like, oh, so good job. I'm very happy with this. That's it, guys. If you like this video, please remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I really would appreciate it. And share this around. Hopefully this builds up some traction. This has been a great comic. I guess it's an independent comic. It's on a Kickstarter, so technically that would be an independent. Great job. Absolutely loved it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next video.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.